professional boxing, there's always that one fight that transcends the sport itself, becoming a cultural moment, a clash of titans that leaves an indelible mark on the minds of fans. One such fight occurred on September 2023 when two of the biggest names in boxing, the pound-for-pound king Saul Álvarez, aka Canelo, and the undefeated WBO welterweight champion Terence Crawford, locked horns in a highly anticipated matchup. What made this bout even more intriguing was that it was happening at a catchweight of 154 pounds, making it a true test of skill and endurance for both fighters. But the outcome of the fight has left many questioning if it was one of the most lopsided title fights ever witnessed. So let's dive into what went down in that ring and why some are calling this a modern-day massacre. The lead-up to the fight had been intense with trash talk, stare-downs, and the usual pre-fight hype. Both men entered the ring with impressive records and an aura of invincibility. Canelo, the Mexican superstar, known for his relentless fighting spirit and devastating power, had a record of 59 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. Crawford, the American contender with an undefeated record and a reputation for his technical prowess and knockout power, had a record of 40 wins and 0 losses. As the fight commenced, it became evident that this was not going to be a typical boxing match. The first round started with both fighters sizing each other up, feeling out their opponent's style and looking for openings. Canelo, the aggressor, came out swinging, trying to establish his dominance early on. However, Crawford, the master tactician, remained calm, dodging and weaving, frustrating the Mexican star and waiting for his opportunity to strike. By the second round, Crawford's strategy became clear. He was using his superior reach to keep Canelo at bay, delivering quick jabs and then retreating to safety before Canelo could retaliate. It was an effective strategy, one that frustrated the Mexican crowd who were expecting their hero to take control. But Crawford wasn't just holding back. He was on the offensive, breaking down Canelo's defenses with his lightning-fast combinations. By the third round, the tide had turned. Crawford's jabs were finding their mark with increasing accuracy, and he began to open up, unleashing powerful hooks and uppercuts that sent Canelo's head snapping back. It was a performance that left many observers in awe. Crawford wasn't just boxing, he was dominating. As the fight progressed, Canelo grew increasingly frustrated. His vaunted power seemed blunted, his signature aggression stymied by Crawford's masterful footwork and defensive skills. The American continued to press forward, dictating the pace, the distance, and the flow of the fight. It was a clinic in precision and power. The sixth round proved to be a turning point. In a stunning display of skill and power, Crawford knocked Canelo down for the first time in his career. The arena erupted, the commentators went wild, and the boxing world watched in disbelief. As Canelo struggled to get back to his feet, Crawford's onslaught continued, forcing the referee to step in and stop the assault. It was a dominant performance that shattered any remaining doubts about Crawford's superiority. But Canelo, despite being battered and bruised, was not done. The pride of Mexico refused to yield. He came out in the seventh, his eyes blazing with determination, ready to turn the tables. For a moment, it seemed as though he might do it. Canelo landed some solid punches, catching Crawford off guard and reminding everyone of the power that had brought him to the top of the boxing world. Yet Crawford remained unfazed. He weathered the storm, regrouped, and launched a counterattack that was as brutal as it was unexpected. By the eighth round, it was clear that Canelo was on the ropes. His face was swollen, his eyes were nearly closed, and his movements were sluggish, a far cry from the agile fighter who had confidently entered the ring earlier that night. And then it happened. With seconds left in the eighth round, Crawford delivered a final crushing blow. A combination of precise jabs and hooks that left Canelo slumped against the ropes. There he sat, his head hanging low, refusing to fall, but unable to rise. Time seemed to freeze. The arena was silent, then erupted in a cacophony of sound. Crawford had won, and not just won, but triumphed in a way that redefined dominance in the boxing world. The official announcement came at the end of the round. The doctors deemed Canelo unfit to continue, citing the severity of his injuries. And so it ended, not with a knockout, but with a technical knockout due to the extensive damage inflicted by Crawford. In the aftermath, the emotions were raw. Crawford, the new king of boxing, stood in the ring, arms raised, letting the cheers of the crowd wash over him. Canelo, the fallen idol, walked away slowly, his head held high, accepting defeat gracefully. Now here's where things get interesting. Canelo's team immediately hinted at a rematch, citing controversial circumstances surrounding the fight. They claimed that Canelo had suffered from dehydration and low sodium levels, which impacted his performance. Whether these claims hold weight or are simply a way to soften the blow of the defeat remains to be seen. The boxing world, meanwhile, is buzzing with excitement. Crawford's stock has skyrocketed, cementing his status as the pound-for-pound king. His victory over Canelo wasn't just a win, it was a statement, a declaration that he is the best in the game. As for Canelo, the journey to the top was meteoric, but the fall from grace can be equally swift. Many are wondering how the Mexican superstar will regroup, how he'll bounce back from this devastating loss. Can he reclaim his title as the #1 pound-for-pound boxer? Only time will tell. The fight between Crawford and Canelo was more than just a boxing match. It was a clash of styles, a battle of wills, and a showcase of sheer talent. Crawford with his technical brilliance and power, and Canelo with his raw determination and knockout power. Crawford's victory, however, wasn't just about his physical prowess. It was also a testament to his mental fortitude. He stayed focused, he kept his cool, and he executed his plan flawlessly. Canelo, on the other hand, despite his valiant efforts, couldn't cope with Crawford's superior reach and movement. His frustration was evident as he repeatedly lunged forward, only to be met with a swift counterpunch from Crawford. The numbers tell a compelling story. Crawford landed a staggering 267 punches out of 634, a success rate of 42.2%, while Canelo managed only 153 successful punches out of 502 attempts, a success rate of 30.4%. The statistics underline what was visible to all, Crawford's domination in the ring. Some are calling this modern-day massacre because of the sheer one-sidedness of the fight. Crawford's skill and power were so overwhelming that it left little room for doubt or controversy. It was a masterclass in boxing that left many fans and pundits questioning whether anyone in the current boxing scene could challenge Crawford's supremacy. So here's the question for you. Was this modern-day massacre, or was this a classic example of skill and precision triumphing over raw power and aggression? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. As for the future, both fighters have options. Crawford can look forward to more title defenses, possibly against the winner of the rematch between Canelo and Jermell Charlo. As for Canelo, the road to recovery and redemption begins now. The Pride of Mexico will undoubtedly train harder, strategize better, and come back with a vengeance. The world of professional boxing is a dynamic and unpredictable realm where legends are made and broken in a single night. The recent bout between Terence Crawford and Stool, which many are calling a modern-day massacre, serves as a potent reminder of the sport's unpredictability and the indomitable spirit of its athletes. Whether you're a die-hard boxing fan or a casual observer, the fight between Crawford and Canelo is a must-watch event that will be dissected and debated for years to come. It was a clash of titans, a showdown between two men who had never lost a fight until they stepped into that ring together. So if you haven't already, we highly recommend watching the full fight. Experience the electrifying atmosphere, the strategic maneuvers, and the sheer athleticism on display. You can watch it on various platforms where the full fight is available for your viewing pleasure. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more updates. Let us know what you thought of the fight and whether you agree with the assessment that it was a modern-day massacre. Your comments are valuable and contribute to the ongoing conversation about this epic showdown. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the thrilling world of professional boxing. Until next time, stay tuned and keep enjoying the greatest sport on earth.